This audio presentation of You Are God is broadcast to you courtesy of MindworthyInfo.com and is presented to you by yours truly, Rasheeal Dixon. The purpose of You Are God is to break down the Bible and to show you that the Bible is nothing more than allegory, and it isn't meant to be taken literally. But throughout the ages, men has been taking the Bible literally, and by doing this, they have diminished the true mystical fact that lies within the Bible. You Are God is here to break down the Bible piece by piece and to show you that all the characters, places, and events are nothing more than different states of man's consciousness personified as characters, places, and events. Family, I thank you for joining me. Another installment of You Are God. As usual, please come on over to MindworthyInfo.com and subscribe to the newsletter. And while you're over there, stop by the YouTube channel and subscribe to Mystical Thinking with Rasheeal Dixon. I thank you all for joining me. And if you want the teachings and want a course that comes with it and want to practice on your own and build your spiritual ability and your connection to the divine you and you're manifesting, come on over to Amazon and pick up 21 biblical metaphysical techniques to tap into your inner God, because that God lives within you. Today we're going to discuss teaching, and this is a teaching where it is not something that I would say, unless you already are spiritually developed and you're already on a different level, you could jump right into it. But if you have been up to date with all the teachings and been up to date with the lessons on the website and some of the YouTube videos, and you understand these metaphysical teachings, then you're going to be able to do this well. We're going to talk about using spirituality to expose deceit. And there's many ways you can use spirituality. This is just one of many. As always, we do teachings where we try to teach you the science so you know it piece by piece, instead of giving you a whole mumbo jumbo and a bunch of everything in one, because that's not the way how most people learn. So we have to crawl before we can walk, and one step at a time. And as you get everything down, you could build your own technique and your own formula. But the most important thing is that you got the science down, and then you can branch off and do your own thing. So this teaching comes from the book. It's one of the lessons. It's a piece of a lesson called Metaphysical Preparation. And if you listen to the previous show called Stronger Third Eye, then those teachings, along with this metaphysical preparation from the book and the Stronger Third Eye, you'll be able to use it, because you already by now, if you have been up to date with the teachings, you'll know about developing your awareness, respecting your imagination, and tapping into that unlimited potential, which is also a lesson from the book. And if you put them together, along with what I'm about to tell you, you're going to see how you can expose the deceit that might be around you. Now, what is deceit? Deceit is defined as the action or practice of deceiving someone by concealing or misrepresenting the truth. I also advise you to go listen to that show called The Epitome of Truth, so you can also absorb that teaching, and everything will come together and make sense if you need extra help. So now, when we look at this now and we say, how are we going to dispose deceit? Because isn't the best way of exposing deceit when the other person think you don't know, but it's like they're running their mouth to you, and then they're giving you the answers and telling you everything that you wanted to know or what you wanted to hear, but you had the sense, or you thought, or maybe felt like you knew what was going on, but you didn't, but they gave you the confirmation that you needed when they started to run their mouth and started to give you all the information that you needed to, fuel you with what you already believed. So this is going to be a good little technique I'm going to teach you. Usually we don't use a lot of supplies because the supplies are in you, but this is cool because if you already studied those previous teachings that I mentioned, then you will be able to do this with ease, and it will be amazing. So we must now expose the deceit. So if you have a cheating lover or a business partner, somebody who is shady, you'll be able to expose them. And if you do this correctly from the previous teachings and understanding the metaphysical preparation that is discussed in the book, then you will be able to have them run their mouth and talk to you, exposing themselves, not knowing what they're doing. And that is the most beautiful thing, when someone just falls right into your hand and you have them putty all in your hand. So what you will need right now is a piece of paper and a person who you feel might be deceitful. You're going to have to write their name down on the piece of paper. And I want you to write their name down at least 7 times. 7 times for the spiritual perfection that you are gaining. 7 is a number for that. And when you do this 7 times, now we go back to the lesson about respecting your imagination. As you write it, you must envision sweet words coming to your ears. And as these sweet words come to your ears, they're what you want to hear. And as you envision these sweet words coming to your ears, you must also now take a piece of paper and write down these words right here. He that walketh uprightly walketh surely, but he that perverteth his ways shall be known. Proverbs 10:9. So you're going to write down Proverbs 10:9 because it speaks of exactly what you're trying to tap into. He that walketh uprightly walketh surely, but he that perverteth his ways shall be known. So they shall be known because they shall expose themselves. And perverteth in biblical language means one who has turned to error. So the error of their deceit will be exposed, and it also means destroy, ruin, or corrupt. Those who are deceitful has destroyed the trust that you probably bestowed in them. They have ruined the concept that you had of them, and now they have corrupted your view on them. So as they expose themselves, you will get to know the truth. So you will now, after you wrote their name down on a piece of paper, you will take that Proverb 10:9, and you will wrap it in a string, and you will now burn it into ashes and put it in a piece of aluminum foil and wrap it up tightly, and then place it under your mattress as you go to sleep. And sleep brings counsel. You will sleep with it under the mattress for 7 days. And throughout this period, if done correctly, you'll see how this person runs their mouth. And then to dispose it, you can dispose of it in the trash or whatever you choose, but just let it go. And within the 7-day period or even after, based on how you've done it and based on how you have applied these teachings, you will see how this person who is deceitful, that the name that you wrote down, how they will run their mouth to you and the signs will show up to you and everything will be in your favor and you will get the answers and the confirmation that you were looking for. So remember, he that walketh uprightly walketh surely, but he that perverteth his ways shall be known. Proverbs 10:9, that will be your best friend when it comes to this. And these teachings will guide you and they will bring you so far. So I want you to tap into that and touch it because it is phenomenal. And if you had missed that Stronger Third Eye episode, go check it out, because it will help you out. And also check out the Epitome of Truth and understand that metaphysical preparation will be your best friend. If you already know about that and you understand how to do that, then just use it. But if not, come check out the book. It has a whole lesson on metaphysical preparation. So I want you to tap into this. This was a quick teaching, and you will use your spirituality to expose deceit. Family, I thank you so much for joining me. Please come on over to mindworthyinfo.com. Subscribe to the newsletter. It's also filled with a lot of teachings, and the website is filled with an amazing amount of teachings. And remember, come stop by YouTube and subscribe to the channel Mystical Thinking with Rasheeal Dixon, and come on over to Amazon.com and pick up the book, 21 Biblical Metaphysical Techniques to Tap into Your Inner God, because greater is He who lives in you than he who lives in the world. Now, family, may you have a great one. Now, let us go into the silence. Goodbye for now.